go.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Three Corners of Horror Live. Get ready for the show.
It's truly frightening.
Because you were home.
Oh man, I got this. Take one for me too, man. Yeah.
Happy Halloween, everyone. We are live tonight, and I can't wait to talk this movie with the whole crew here because it was a first watch for me.
First
And
watch for Joe.
first watch, another first watch. So yeah. But let me introduce you to the panel because tonight we have the honor of having the fourth corner. She finally had a night off to join us with her scary ass outfit. How you doing, Lexi?
Really good. Ready to have a killer conversation.
Oh, whoa, someone's learning from JR.
I kind of feel like she's got her like mouth taped, like right now. I don't know. Or
No.
she's holding the screen. Okay. I'm like my mouth is hurting looking. What's up, JR? How you doing?
Well. We get to talk the film where I introduce a certain fellow down there to the man known as Art the Clown.
Yeah, what up, son? Did he
Yeah, I
freeze?
know.
Oh, he did freeze.
No.
No, he's
No,
good. He's good.
I'm
No,
good.
no, he's back. He's back. He's back.
And of course, my beer brother, Ricky. How you doing?
Salute. Happy Halloween. I'm doing good, man. I'm tired, fresh off of Comic-Con, but I'm back. Where y'all fellas? I missed y'all the last couple recordings, but let's roll with this one, Joe. I'm glad you're taking the reins for this one, so you deserve it, my man.
All right. So, I talk about how I watch movies in order, and this is kind of like one of those situations where I did not do that actually. But tonight we're going to be talking about All Hallows Eve, written and directed by Damon Leone. Should be synonymous with most of y'all. I mean, hello. There's a character from this movie sitting here with us right now. So,
Hold on. Go ahead.
go ahead, set up the music. This is live.
Yeah, we're
It's okay.
live. Fuck this.
I know.
So. The problem is I can never tell if it's too loud or not. So if you guys
put
in
it
the
up
comments
and-
find it too loud, let me know.
Yep, because
All
we
right.
can't tell that already.
Let's roll. Rose Thistlewood. My daughter looks amazing. Hello,
She does.
Rose. She looks
She kicked
gnarly.
our asses with the outfits.
I can't use makeup. That's the problem, man. I can't.
Same.
Lexi, I'm scared by Adam. What up, Adam? How are you, bro?
Babe.
JR looks creepy cool. Look at JR.
I got my boy on too. Come on, look. Oh yeah.
Oh, Big Mike. Big Mike. What up? All right.
All right.
Set us
So
off.
so All Hallows Eve is another anthology. You got different stories with kind of like VHS with a one story that goes from the beginning to the end. And generally when we do these, especially since it's my first time, I figured we're going to talk all of them. I always ask you guys, what's the favorite one, which one you didn't like. Obviously the ones that are crappy will probably be short when we talk about it. But so I'm assuming, because from what I looked up, that all these were done by Damien. So for the first story is the Ninth Circle.
Well, let me to set it off correctly. This film, in case whoever is not aware, this was a film that Art the Clown was already established as a very minor character in the Ninth Circle, which was a short that came out prior to this film, as well as Terrifier, which is also the third segment here. And Leone was approached to do a new film. He recorded the middle segment. What's that name of
Something
that one,
in the
Joe?
Dark.
Something in the Dark. And the wraparound's brand new, but the Ninth Circle and Terrifier are they're actually old shorts that were integrated into this one to make one film.
All right, we'll see. Thank you for.
Good to
Because
know.
somebody else know, yeah. If anybody's gonna know this information, is gonna be Ricky.
hell yeah,
honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah. So the Ninth Circle, with that one, we've got Satan in this one. So I'm gonna go to Lexi first, just because she's scary. She got that chainsaw, and I don't want to get hurt. I mean, I don't have my gun around me right now, so if she decides to jump right through, I'm screwed.
And I know where Joe lives.
That is true.
Yeah.
So what'd you think
The
of the Ninth
first-
Circle?
That one was brutal, especially the scene with that one tore me up. The pregnant lady being hung.
Oh yeah.
That
yeah.
part. Oh, like I was like, please don't stab her. I thought it was like going to be like a brutal C-section. It was worse than that. I was like, wow, it's way worse than I pictured it was going to be. However, the storyline, I liked it. I mean, I was looking this up. I was like, when was this film even made? I'm thinking the 80s, but that's what it's trying to portray, right?
That's the aesthetic it's looking
2013.
for. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was 2013, I believe. So I was like, dang, they really. So I'm thinking back, oh, maybe they didn't have like special effects, but I like that they kept it that way, even though being in 2013.
Well, keep in mind, that's when
I
All
liked it.
Hallows Eve came out in 2013. The Ninth Circle is actually older because it was already a short film.
Which
prior,
I haven't
so
seen.
By I think like 2 or 3 years, not too much,
Well, because it was released, it was going to be released as a short. So that's
it was a short film.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
That was actually Damien Leone's first film. This is his first feature film.
See, interesting
Yeah.
enough. Fun fact.
But the storyline, just being at, what was it, a train station, I believe, that she was waiting for, and then ending up, with Art there. And I love his little annoyances where he pops out like the horn, beep, 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 beep. And then the flower with the roaches, that was totally not cool. I would have freaked out too. But from beginning to end of Nine Circle was pretty devilish. They did a really good job with the prosthetics on the devil himself. That was really cool. The facial features. Overall, I liked it. What do you guys think?
I gotta say though, as the devil kept coming, he kept doing this with his tongue. I was like,
Yes,
like,
yes, I saw
it gave
that.
a whole
Okay.
other ick factor when I was watching
Yes,
it.
it did.
Yeah. All right, JR, since this was basically JR's fine, I'm gonna go to you. The Ninth Circle, what you thought of that one?
I thought it was pretty good. The fact that you have, you have, when you see the first glance at the videotape, it gives you a little bit of those, like, the little creatures that are going to end up showing up. I mean, you had that, the guy looked like a horror version of Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of kooky characters, some
yeah.
witches. You had scarecrows. You had rats. You mentioned.
Yeah, everything. And yeah, I mean, this was basically to set up what we have in store as far as the gore that's to come later on. So it was almost like an appetizer for the rest of the film. But yeah, it was interesting. It kind of gave you that, it reminded me of a couple other things. Like, you have other films like, the VHS one that where they were, on the ground. So it kind of reminds you of these people that live underground in the sewer system, but this was the railroads. Yeah. So
I did think of Chud when I saw the creature.
Cannibal is a humanoid underground dweller. Sorry, I got it wrong.
That's exactly what I thought of.
That was it was definitely a little bit of everything, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, that little blah, 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 he was doing the devil, and then all of a sudden he puts out smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool and shit. Like, all right, let me take off your robes. All of a sudden, the smoke comes out of his mouth. He's like, all right, and this dude's like, yeah, I don't even know what he wants to do, but yeah, it was interesting, and yeah, like she said, the pregnancy scene was like, oh, okay. Now
I didn't realize she was pregnant at first. Honestly, I'll be honest.
Oh, really?
No, until she was about to get sliced open. Like, oh, she was pregnant?
Ooh, yeah. So when they showed her hanging.
Well, I mean, the
they
first
showed
time I
the
watched it,
yeah.
obviously.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Joe's always gonna remember that the devil going blah 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 blah.
Yeah. It's
They
just,
even-
I can't-
They did the
it's not-
C-section
I
at
can't
the wrong
unsee it.
section.
Yeah, that
They
too.
did
It
it.
was like they just slit the stomach basically open.
Yeah, they didn't hit
Split
it.
it
They didn't kill
right
it.
in half.
Oh yeah, no. All right, Bro Ray. Your thoughts on the Ninth
Before I go
Circle?
on, let me just read some of these. Sup, love the costumes. What up, P-Rock?
Look,
My boy
P-Rock.
P-Rock. What's
Yeah.
good? Thank you, brother. Content Cartel. Salute, guys. Salute, my brother. Salute. I do short horror film reviews. Oh, nice. Hit us up, man. We would love to see your
Nice.
work, man. Appreciate you coming by. I just subbed. Oh, thank you. Appreciate
thank
it.
you. Thank you very much.
We'll drop you a sub as well, my friend. We'll drop you a sub, man. Definitely, we love checking out other horror content creators. Let's see, that makeup is fire. There you go, Lexi. That one's for you.
Thanks.
Are you hot in there, Lexi? You must be.
Yup.
Can I ask a question? Sure. I know y'all are talking slashes, but how you rate Hereditary? All right, yeah, that's a very good question because we got the man up here, Joe the psychologist, is a resident Hereditary aficionado. What I was? How many times have you seen that movie, man?
Quite a few. I'm probably at 10 right now.
Yeah, I enjoyed the film. It's not my that genre is not kind of my bag, but I do appreciate the artistry that went into that film, and I saw it, I think twice. And I think that's enough for me. But it's a well-made film though. But it's a slow burn. You got to be into that. But yeah.
He has to rate. We rate out of 5, so we'll go
He said
around a
rate it?
quick rate. Yeah.
Oh, well, Hereditary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
He
you
said
said
rate it.
Rate it. What do we rate?
All right, well, go ahead. You start, Joe.
No, you go first. I'm gonna be last. I want to hear you guys
Oh,
first.
for Hereditary? Oh, Hereditary?
Yeah.
Me, it's a 4. It's a solid 4 for me.
All right, Lexi.
I actually haven't seen it yet. I ain't gonna lie. I've heard mixed reviews about it.
Well, Toni Collette,
And-
amazing though. I will
Yes.
say her.
Yeah.
It's movies worth watching alone just to watch Toni Collette do her thing, man.
I've heard mixed review. I've heard so many people shit on that movie, and I guess
It's not
that's
for
why I've been
everyone,
afraid to
that's
kind
why.
of see it. Yeah, I'll have
Yeah,
to see it eventually.
You see it. It's a more than
JR?
one watch. All right, JR.
For me, I give it a 4. The only reason I don't give it higher is because the ending was kind of a letdown for me. So for me, I give it a 4.
All right, me, it's a 5 for me. As I said, I've watched it quite a few times, and you keep picking up more. It's kind of like Midsummer,
Okay.
The Witch. They all basically have to have rewatches because there's so much all along the way. So by the time you watch it a whole lot of times, you're like, all the dots are right there in front of you. So yeah, a 5.
And what you got? And
Like
yep,
that.
definitely at 5. Yeah, good shout.
I got
Yes,
some
sir.
homework to do.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
watch it.
Yeah,
But
like
don't-
I said,
but
you know-
don't read up on it. Yeah, you don't want.
And I will admit it. I did an episode on our channel on it, and the first watch, because I had the same feeling with Signs. Everybody amped it up, the scariest movie of the year, and I'm sitting there going, I'm not happy right now. And I watched it again. I went, you know what? Because I went into it not with the hype, but to actually let me just watch it. And then, like I said, the more you keep watching it, and the same Midsummer, it took like 5 watches, and my brain went click.
Now that one I've seen.
Yeah, no, like I was saying, and The Witch too. The Witch is another one. JR loves The Witch. It's another
Me-
one that you
Me
when
and
you
JR
watch
like
it
The Witch. Yeah.
you watch it a bunch of times, all of a sudden, click, everything like, and that's how I would put Hereditary. But did you finish on the 9th circle, Rick? I'm sorry.
No, I didn't even start. My bad. No, apologize. We're good. I'll keep it short. No, this is the one segment I would wish after Damien finishes his Terrifier after 4. Maybe he'll go 5. He said you don't know, but I think 4 should be enough. But I want him to go into like films like this, something different, because I love the different types of, like you said, there's demons, devils, witches, it's just scarecrows, rats. I mean, it's all types of hooded creatures. And in Terrifier 2, I believe, when they're at the party, you see a couple of those hooded figures with the masks walk behind Sienna.
Yeah.
Little Easter egg there to throw it back
Yeah.
there. Yeah, and I like the fact that this film started, as you mentioned, the bus terminal. Originally, it was supposed to be on an actual bus itself, and they kind of changed it, obviously. But no spoilers, but if you saw Terrifier 3, there is a nice circle callback in that film on the bus. So he brought it back. He brought it back full circle. It has a real Halloween feel too. This segment to me. I don't know what. I guess it's all the different masks and the different creatures and shit. And I did really I enjoyed that. But yeah, and Art, he pulled out a needle. That's the first time. I think it's the only time he used a needle. I mean, this guy has everything in that fucking bag, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. All right, Joe, what's up? What you thought about it? Oh, did you go? No, you didn't go yet, right?
No. So for
Go
me,
it, brother. Saw you.
the 9th circle, I did like the first half. Once we got to the second half, it gave me a little bit of a Serbian film feel to it. And then I was like, Damien's fucked up.
He is fucked up.
Yeah.
This
Another-
motherfucker is fucked
I like you mentioned
up.
that. Like, of course, we got to mention Damien also did all the makeup effects in this whole movie, and
Yes,
the
he
actor
did.
who was the devil was the same actor who played Art in this one. Obviously, it's not David Howard Thornton yet. It's a different actor. This is the original Art. So, Keep that in mind. So he played 2 roles.
Huh, cool. But yeah, no, the Ninth Circle. I got Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, good
Obviously
shout.
because, yeah, but then the confusion I got is, are they impregnating the women to then take the baby out and then drink the baby's blood? So
Ritual, I guess.
it's a ritual. Like, this is, like you said, you would like to see him go back to it. Why are they? Why does it have to be this way? What does the cult or whatever get? So that would be a pretty cool movie for me, to be honest with you. So I'd like to see it. The baby thing was a little like, I was sitting there going, and of
Come out
course,
of left field, right?
yeah. Well, and Adam, my husband, I said to him, I'm like, I tricked him on this. I didn't tell him that Art the Clown was in it, first of all. And I just said, oh, it's a Halloween anthology movie. It's like just all these short little stories. And we get to that, and he's like, damn it. Like, really? He's like, and a couple of times he didn't look. And that was one. He just, he couldn't look. And then but yeah, I just thought it was a little bit of like Rosemary's Baby down in the what do you call it? The subway system, basically.
Let me catch up here.
Yeah, I was going to say, go ahead.
All right. Adam says, yeah, I disagree as much as I like Tony wasn't into it. Yep, Hereditary. Yeah, The Witch is fired. Yeah, The Witch is the one movie that I had to turn on the subtitles for, because I didn't understand where they were staying with that heavy dialect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad the franchise is growing and not declining like some. The Hereditary, you mentioned?
No, I think he's talking about Terrifier.
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 I'll talk about that a little later. Thanks for bringing that up. Yep, I got you, brother. I got you. All right, Rose, is the movie Hereditary easy to find? I like to see it as well. Hey, Lexa, you and your mom can get together and check it out. Make a family.
Yeah.
It might be. I'll have to look it up.
It should be somewhere. I'll probably HBO. I would say. I still haven't seen Terrifier. Oh, whoa!
That's
you mean
okay.
The original Terrifier?
It took a while for me to see that one, and it even took even longer.
Don't worry,
to
we
see
won't go
part
into
two.
no big spoilers. So, Rose, it's on Prime. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. My man. All right, here you go. She got it. All right, cool. All right, thank you.
All right, so then we're gonna go to the second section, Something in the Dark, which what I had liked about this one that, it was not a slasher per se compared to all the other ones that were.
This was the new one. The new one filmed.
This was the new one?
This and the wraparound, yeah.
So this one, like I said, it was a little bit different, and I liked it. So that way we didn't watch a complete anthology on just slashers.
Yeah.
And JR, I'm gonna go to you on this one.
Sorry.
JR's, I think
You threw
JR's
him off,
dying
what you
in his
doing?
mask.
What's you doing, Joe?
I was spamming, making sure people know we're live.
Nah, good. Oh, thank you. You know what? I didn't get a chance to do that, but.
Sorry, I missed it. What was the question?
Oh, what's your thought?
Something in the Dark. Something in the Dark. The second story.
This one, it was different. What I like about these stories is they're all different from one another.
Yeah.
And, I think I appreciate that because it's what happens with these anthologies. You could basically do the same thing over and over again. And I think what Damien Leone did is he gave us the first one that was just a pure shocker as far as the different characters. And he gives us this one, which is, once again, you're still adding the gore to it. But it was like one of those things where, like, you were into the characters. I mean, it was different. Like, like I feel like this is for me, this is the one I want to see a little bit more of. If he was to expand it a little bit more.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, he could expand any.
I think it's the coolest concept.
Yes.
Here. Yeah.
But
sure.
for me, yeah, I mean, I wish he would definitely look into this one. I thought the characters were cool. I want to hear what Lexi had to say about this one.
I honestly wasn't too fond of this one, only because I just didn't like the alien himself. I did like the story concept. Like, I think she said she heard a loud crash into the backyard or something like that. But I just wish the character looked better. He looked like he was a scuba diving alien. I don't know. I was nitpicking, I guess. Overall, the story itself, like, it's typical. Lights go out. I did not expect the alien. That part was interesting and different. I just thought I don't know, someone crashed their car in the backyard because she kept saying she heard a loud bang or crash.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, so the weirdo, is he running from police and he's hiding in her house, like, and he's psycho? But no, I did not expect an alien to pop out. However, I did like the use of the alien, what he had on him. Like he had some button to make the sound ring and make her
Yeah.
nose bleed, and it forced
That
her
was
to
cool.
scream.
Yeah,
So to bring her out. So
Oh,
it's
that
interesting.
was very tactical. I dug
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I like
Good
that.
shot.
Yeah. But I just didn't like the look of him. If they can, tweak it up a little bit, he just looked like a scuba diving, like the alien came from the waters, not from space.
I mean, the spaceship when it might not have been air, they might actually have like water, because it did kind of
It could be an
sound.
aquatic race. You never know.
Yeah,
Damn,
and like
Joe.
inside the ship itself
Could be
is
some
water.
watery planet. Yeah.
Because when he walked around, it sounded like he was scuba diving. And then what I will say, because generally when we see anything with aliens, they just walk around like nothing.
They never
You
showed his
know.
face, right?
No, it was always covered with a mask.
Always
The
covered.
mask
Yeah,
for
okay.
him, yeah,
So
for him
they
to
never.
get his
Yeah,
hair.
I
So
assumed
another-
that. Yeah.
So he
At
came
first,
from
I thought that was his face. Like, oh no, they're going with the
No.
typical little gray man.
He had a really big, weird, creatured head back
Well,
then.
yeah, he
Yes.
was a creature. That was a mask he
Yeah.
had on. So.
Yeah.
Well, and it was where
He
you
didn't
got
look like
whatever
that.
whatever air they breathe on their planet, that's what
And
he
I
was getting.
like that they never showed his face. So.
No, and
I like
the mask, I feel like I've kind of seen it. And before I go to your Rick,
Right.
for me, it was kind of, and no shade to her, but it was kind of the actress. Like, I don't know, like I found her annoying in trying to get away.
Me
Like
too.
if you would have had, you agree, Lexi?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just the way she was screaming her lines, and
Yeah.
it was like there was no gravitas to her voice. There was no actual fear. It's like she was acting it, but
She wasn't
without,
believable.
she wasn't believable.
She didn't act with conviction. That's the
No.
word
Yeah.
you're looking for.
And that literally is the one flaw the story has, because again, you have an alien story here, an alien abduction, and it's funny because when they showed that it pulled out the quill or whatever it is, we just did VHS, which in that alien it had the quill, and I'm like, whoever watched the VHS Beyond, remember Damien had done it, and I don't remember seeing it in any other movie, so if it's been done, somebody can let me know. But that's my only true gripe with Something in the Dark, was just there was no conviction in the actress. Rick, go ahead. I'm gonna go to you.
Yeah, I like how you brought up the actress. I think one of my biggest flaws all across the board for this film was the acting was kind of amateurish. I mean, I think everybody, about 90% of the cast was kind of bad. Let's be real on here. But again, it's an independent film, his first feature, barely no money at all to work with. And you mentioned the monster, you weren't a fan of the monster. Yeah, it was very basic. The thing is, it was originally a puppet at first. They created a puppet. Didn't work well, didn't look well. So last minute, they had to design a costume to fit into an actor. So maybe they didn't get enough time to create something, or again, it was very tight on the budget. I don't know. But I mentioned before how I want to see the Ninth Circle. But I think now Gia had brought it up, I would definitely love to see something like this expanded on, but improved, because yeah, the actress was okay, but I think this one was a little bit sluggish. It was kind of boring at times. It kind of, the pacing wasn't up to par as I would have liked it. But the alien reveal, come on, and Joe, look what you're wearing.
No, yeah.
I know for a fact Damien pulled that from the Alien when at the end when Ripley found the alien hiding out in the ship. The way she found this alien, same exact way. It was framed the same. Even the camera moved up when you saw the alien move. Like, oh, okay. Because Damien does that a lot. He does a lot of homages, whether they're purposeful or not. He claims some are incidental. But yeah, I enjoyed that. But I wish this is probably my least favorite overall, probably because of the pacing. It dragged a little bit on it. But I did love the fact that the painting was art. Because he wanted Art the Clown to be in all the wrapper of the story.
Yeah,
so
everything
again,
was in there.
since this one was new, he didn't want to take away from the impact that the next segment, Terrifier, was gonna have. So he only relegated art to just being ominous. He's the painting. I think that was great.
Well, and I could totally be wrong on this. And if I'm right, even more. But
oh, it's for you, Joe. We need to go.
But
we got a lot of messages, so go.
All right, I'll be quick.
Yeah,
but
we'll get
the
back
other
to you,
reason, the alien, the way that it walked and moved around, like it was underwater. It was.
I gotta look into that, Joe. That's a good shot. I never thought about that.
Because like I thought about the scuba thing, how he needed it, and it was
needed
air.
to breathe.
But when I'm like, at first I'm like, is it like a? And I'm like, but if you're looking, like if you're swimming, you're going like your moves are a little bit more slower, so its moves are also slower.
The back of his head reminded me of Jason.
The whole way that it kind of looked.
Zombie
Jason.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only thing. Like for me, that's why I thought that like towards the end, at first I was like, oh, I don't like the way they're.
Yeah.
It's got scuba, so maybe they're from a planet that's all water, and they're learning to walk on land. So
there you go. Yeah.
All right, let's go to those comments.
All right, let's set it up. Cartel, do we really need another Exorcist? They're putting another out in 2026. Are they doing a series?
It's Mike Flanagan.
Is it a series or movie?
It's gonna be a movie.
Movie Flanagan, huh?
Yeah, That's where I'm on.
I have faith in Flanagan.
I have faith in Flanagan also. I mean, he's not let me down. Out of anyone who's done Stephen King right, he's been one of the few.
Hold on, say the beat right now is going is pulsating perfectly with JR's light. I'm sorry, that's just look at that.
But yeah, Flanagan at the helm. I think let's give it a chance. Yes, I like the original one. Let's maybe I don't know. I'm just over the whole trilogy thing. Just give me if we're gonna do something like this, you're gonna remake it. Give me a 2.5-hour movie. I'll sit through that. The Exorcist itself is over a 2-hour movie, and I will sit through that movie over and over.
Classic, bro.
You don't separate into 3 and give us a long story. Just give us,
everything has to be a trilogy, just so they can have an excuse to go back in
and they got to stop with that. That's the only thing on that.
Something in a dark bordered slasher. That's the you're talking about All Hallows Eve, right? That's the name of it. Something in the dark.
Yeah, Something in the Dark. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's weird because they don't name them.
It did. What he means, it wasn't a slasher. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, it's not a slasher. It it was a little bit more horror.
I love the costumes. Selena V.
Hey,
what up,
Sophie?
son? All right, Adam. The alien was cheesy but so perfect for the movie. Was scary. Yeah, it did have a lot of there's a lot of cheese involved in this movie. Hey, Four Corners. Hello.
Hey.
He's an Aliens fan, so.
Because if you think about it, if that showed up behind you, you'd be scared. Yeah, she was stupid. Yeah, she was not the best character in this film.
No.
Nice mask, Joe. That's a nice mask, Joe.
I can't tell if that's a fuck you. So
love your costume, Lexi. Woo!
Thank you.
Lexi is claustrophobic, so she couldn't wear the mask. But I think this is better.
No,
honestly.
I cut out the mask.
That's better, yeah.
And I made my own.
We got the almighty Frida Fretz. Oh my God! Hello, my
Mama
boys.
Dukes is here.
Your mother is all right. Love the Adam again. Yeah, but you're gonna watch it, I bet. So you can tell me if it was good. All right, Joe. What on? Someone sneaked one in. Okay, guys, gotta go. Don't like horror movies. You're in the wrong place.
Bye, Mom.
Goodbye. You're very talented, Lexi. Oh, there you go,
Yes,
Lexi.
she is.
Oh, thank you.
Lexi does all her own makeup. Awesome.
Yeah, don't you? Do you have a lot of pictures on your Instagram from the
I
costumes
do.
you've done? Yeah,
I love that I got to watch
Do you have it under your fourth corner page or the other one?
It's under fourth corner. I don't think I posted all of them. I have to.
All right, yeah. Make sure to.
My boys are so handsome. Even my bonus.
We'll have
Thank you, Frida. Thank you.
Her IG on there, so that way you can check out all the costumes he's done before, especially her Freddy Krueger one. It's a really fucking cool one.
Salute, everyone. Salute. Happy Halloween from the
Happy Halloween.
Take a double for me. Take a double for me, guys.
Are you working tomorrow? Because I'm working tomorrow. I mean, that's all right.
Me, I have an MSLT tomorrow.
Y'all speaking Greek.
Oh,
let's go.
You're
Joe.
going
Let's
in the
go,
morning.
Joe.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
right.
Tomorrow morning.
So let's go ahead and move on because I'm sure that He's gonna have a whole lot to say, so I'm gonna get him out of the way because he'll be bursting while we're all talking.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, Rick. Start us off with Terrifier.
What up? All right, this is the OG. Now again, Art first debuted in the Ninth Circle. That's why his makeup was absolute shit. This one was a little bit more in line into the Art we know now. Again, different actor, Mike Giannotti, I think his name was.
Yeah.
He retired very shortly after this film. I bet he's kicking himself now. But yeah, man, I love this one, obviously. This is pure Terrifier. I remember me and GR, you're muted in case you're not aware. Me and GR were working on a film, doing some PA work, and GR came up to me. He was like, "Man, have you ever heard of Terrifier?" Talking about the feature film, not this. I didn't know about it, and I did some research, knowing there was a short film prior. This one here was definitely Art when he's at his scariest. I think from all three Terrifier films, including this one being the fourth, I think he was the scariest in this one. Only because, like, especially when he came out of the back seat, for example. This motherfucker out of nowhere got into an automobile, chased down the car, pulled out a fucking pistol out of, mind you, slashers.
It was her car.
They never use fucking firearms.
Yeah.
And this is the first time, technically, he used a firearm, because he used it again in all the other films. But holy shit, upon first seeing that, he blew that guy's fucking, blew a hole in his face, essentially. I love how this one here was very grainy and a lot of like dust particles and like a lot of film grain. It felt very like vintage. And this one, like you mentioned, Lexi, Damien Leone is a big, I'm assuming he's an 80s fan, because he got like his soundtracks that he uses, right? A lot of like synthwave, 80s synthwave is included in that. And I just love the way he incorporated this film and turned it into the actual Terrifier feature film. It was a nice transition, and I loved it. I mean, what else can I say about it? I mean, I got my notes here because I did point out something here about it.
Jared, I was gonna tell you when we get to this part. Sorry, Rick, take your mask off for this one so you can breathe a little bit when I get to you for Terrifier. I'm sure he dying. Everybody remembers back in the day when we went trick or treating and you have those masks on, and all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, this is great," and then you're like hotboxing yourself. You got like the sweat form. It's not even sweat. It's just the condensation.
And that's where claustrophobia kicks in for me.
Yeah. But the one thing I will say, this is what I wanted to point out. This is the film that, especially the Ninth Circle, Art always had ties to the supernatural. It's not something that they just said, "Oh, we got to find a way how to make this guy keep coming back. Let's make him an entity." No. This guy distracted me. What the fuck was that? You have a beer? That's a brew?
He drinking.
Oh, salute, my brother. Salute.
No, he drinking
Cheers.
tonight.
Cheers. So, man, yeah, I'll get more into everything else later. But there's nothing else really to say that I don't want to take up everything. 'Cause I know you guys got something to say too. So all I got to say is this is pure Damien Leone here. I mean, unforgiving, relentless. And again, and I'll get into this later about Damien Leone, but I just love the fact when you watch anything he's involved in, all the rules go out the window. And I'll elaborate more on that a bit later.
All right.
Love this segment, by the way.
So I don't forget my thought here, because Rick had said how Damien had basically thrown little homages in there. So I can't remember the name of the girl that he was chasing. But, you know, when she's driving and he kept popping up.
She was a costume designer.
So wait, you know what I thought about? Thanks for the ride, lady.
Thanks for the ride, lady.
Creepshow 2. I was like, he's throwing a fucking homage to Creepshow 2 in there.
Hey, what happened here? What happened? Some guy just got creamed. That's what happened. Stephen King, I'm sorry.
No, but when we got to that part, and he showed up, and she's like, "How is this happening?" You know, and oh god, that's gonna cost you. What was her fucking name? Right.
Who? And what, Creepshow?
Yeah, Creepshow 2.
I forgot, bro.
Mrs. Lansing. Mrs. Lansing. So when she's freaking out because she would keep popping up on the road, and when the girl was in the car, I thought about how, you know, Creepshow 2 when she's driving, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. And you know, he had the sign because he had circus.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, that's so fucking awesome.
You're right. Art was more supernatural in this sense because he would pop out of nowhere in this one.
Yeah, kind of like the guy that got run over kept popping
Thanks
up
for the
on the
ride,
road and then
lady.
showed up behind her. So he popped up behind her. I'm like, dude, this is
That
cool
was
show
the
fucking
that
too.
when he came out from the back seat. I was like, that's awesome. I was like, okay, this. And mind you, I saw this after I already had seen the feature film Terrifier, you know, and I was like, damn, that was kind of creepy. I like that. You know, he's less comical here, honestly, but it works. It works.
Well, and I will also say that was probably as much as the actress annoyed me. Because again, I think, as you said, it's a first feature. It's probably some friends that were helping out, record it.
Yeah.
When she thought about ripping the, cellophane to open it, I'm like, thank you for having that much of a brain.
Yeah.
Because throughout this whole thing, you have made some badass choices. But thank you for redeeming your character by ripping that off. But
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and go to Art the Lexi.
So I'm glad you brought that up. I thought this one was by far my favorite segment. The girl that he was chasing was probably the smartest character of the entire film. And she did everything right. Like, she walked in and saw the guy being butchered. She ran, got in the car, forget, I ain't paying for the gas, I'm gone. And then she did pull over when he's like, circus, on the side of the road.
Yeah,
and
good-
she didn't
good
pull over.
shot,
She
yeah.
kept fucking going. And then
Imagine-
she sees someone crashed or something. So she tried to be a good person and help the girl. And then saw her and was like, yep, I'm gone, bye. And she left. And then she gets out of the car when Art's in the back of the car, because I think she had her seatbelt on, and obviously he didn't. So she slammed, and he goes flying, and she gets out. Like, every choice, and then running. And then the plastic, she poked a hole. Like, I've seen that done before in so many other films that I've always said, poke the fucking hole and rip it. And she was the first one of all movies I've ever seen to poke the hole and rip. And then going into the barn, locking it. I mean, she lasted for a while. She lasted half the night, because there was times where the film kind of just it looked
jumped
like it
around,
went
yeah.
like time, time went by. So I like this one the best. But the ending to this segment was so sick. It was badass. I'll let someone else say that one.
Well, by the way, the ending, that's Boxing Helena. Again,
Mhm.
another homage to horror. If you don't
Mhm.
know what that is, look that one up.
If
But-
it's so appropriate that Joe would be the one to mention that. Good shout. Good shout.
I
man.
mean,
didn't
think
even
about it. When they
about
showed that, dude, that was
Yeah.
Boxing Helena. I was like, whoa! Like, I give credit when, especially new writers and directors, remember horror. Don't make it so blatant where you take a rip off, but where you put it in there so the rest of us can go, I see what you're doing. And before I go to JR, it's funny because Lexi said something, and both also me and JR went, I'm going to kind of say that I didn't think she made a whole lot of smart decisions. But JR, go ahead and take over,
Really?
because you're going to take every thought out of my head right now.
So I'm gonna go Darth Jr. Got the mask off, and I'm going Sith Lord. So, first mistake she did is the dude goes inside it to go after Art. She could have took off. Why she go in? She shouldn't have gone. The gas already filled. She could have just took off right then and there.
Shit, I would have
She
been
had to
like,
pay.
ooh, I don't got to
No, but
exactly.
the dude,
Oh, ain't got leg. Bye.
there's already a clown who basically smeared shit on the wall.
She still got away though.
Still,
But she locks herself in the barn and then falls asleep. You can't chase.
Let me ask you, GR.
Well,
Let me ask
who's taking
GR. Let me get your opinion, right? If she would have never went in to check on Homeboy, the gas attendant,
She would
would
never
Art
that-
have
no.
ever gone after her?
No,
I don't
because
think so.
Because she didn't interfere or witness the kill.
But yeah, I mean,
If you notice what Art does, if you witness the kill or you interfere or you bump into him, you're dead.
Yep.
So she
she
put
should've just-
herself in the position to
out.
bump into him. But she could have been gone. And like I said, she took a nap in the barn. Who takes a nap in the barn?
Well, I will say,
Especially when your life is at stake.
what could
Yeah,
have
that's the right thing.
Well, what could have happened was the rush of adrenaline and like everything that she's going through. Basically, the body just kind of short circuited and said, "We're kind of." It does happen in situations that's like
when
in
you have a
traumatic
clown after
situations.
your ass, you're not gonna
I
take
know,
a
but
nap, knowing
see,
that this dude basically popped up in the back of a car easily.
I'm not saying she willingly took a nap. I'm saying she took that moment to sit and she went like this, and the body said, "We have gone through too much. We're shutting you down." And then it is something that happens in very traumatic, like scary situations.
Name one horror
Go
movie
ahead.
somebody took a nap in.
It's not in horror movies in real life, but I'm just saying.
It's a horror movie. We're talking about a clown that jumps in and jumps
I know
out
what
of
you're
car.
saying.
No, but for me, when I seen the way it was done, it reminded me of Planet Terror.
Yeah.
The static and stuff.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
first
the
thing I
film
thought,
grain
like,
and
I
the
like
dust.
film grain.
The film,
Awesome
the film
about
dust.
Planet
Yeah,
Terror.
I love
Yeah.
that stuff. If you see my work, you know I love that stuff.
Yeah. The characters were good. I mean, I think to go back to Rick's point was that fact that since this is like really one of the first times we see art, I think the more of the shock value of the original art. I mean, don't get me wrong, David Thornton's amazing. He took it to another level, but David Thornton's art is more on the comedic level as well. This art was more grounded. It was more on the shock value of it. I mean, think about it. The dude smears shit in the bathroom walls is laughing about it.
It's
And
funny
on
though,
his
but
hands.
to be
It was
fair,
still on
they
his
did
hands too.
they did
used
take
that
that
in
and
Terrifier.
Terrifier. They did use that. Yeah.
But it was just funny though, like the reaction. Dude was like, what kind of person? You got 10 seconds sleep, and he's like standing.
What did he say? You piss and shit all over the walls? Get the fuck.
Yeah.
What kind of piss and shit's all over the wall?
And he's like, I'm done in he's like, I'm not cleaning it. I'm done in an hour.
dude. When he said, I'm like, I like this guy because that would be my mentality. You know what? I'm out.
Yeah, I would have been
I'm
out. You know, if you would have,
Let someone else handle
and
this.
be like, hey, did you notice there was shit
Bro,
in the bathroom?
When I worked at
No.
AT&T, this old guy came into our store and was asked to use the bathroom. He was old, so normally we don't do that, but he was elderly. We're like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, sorry. This guy took a shit literally all over the fucking place, bro. So I was like, I ain't touching that shit. So I know exactly what that feeling is like, bro. Unfortunately, we waited for the cleaning person to come in and handle this. So.
Oh, that's horrible.
I know,
sorry,
but I wasn't cleaning it.
No, just for me. I mean, I thought it was interesting. I think it was the fact that this is like the first time we see art in a more, even though he was comical, but it was a more serious, more like scary mode.
He was scarier. He was.
You know?
Yeah.
Because even his facial expressions were a lot different than we're used to the new art now. So his facial expression were quick smile and like, I'm about to fuck you up. And like I love that scene when Rick mentioned too when he pulls out the gun.
He's driving. He's like
in the eye, man. And this is like,
just put.
Yeah, you're saying he shot him in the head, missing one eye. So I mean,
what the hell, man. But no, I think it was. I mean, we talked about this too when we talked about Terrifier. I mean, we have had this conversation before that Halloween horror needed a new icon.
It's funny you say that because that's exactly what Damien Leone had mentioned. That it's about time in this era, the 2000s, we need a new horror icon. And you know what he said? He said, "There's not enough clowns." I'm like, really? I'll get into that later too, guys. Joe, I don't want to step on.
No, see, because you can't see it, but I have the poster right there. Well,
Yeah.
Art the Clown with a needle to
Oh,
Michael Myers' head.
Nice.
Bring it up.
see,
in a
because
minute.
that's the needle from the Ninth Circle.
Yes. So for me, yeah, I mean, it was our first real introduction to Art the Clown, and the shock value was there, and then the fact that, as well, I'm sure we'll talk later on, is like the shock value was there. What Art the Clown does, and as the movies continue, the shock value increases because that's what Art the Clown is.
Yeah.
That is what makes him a different horror icon than others. But yeah, for me, I mean, I enjoyed this one. There's definitely, I mean, how can you not enjoy this one?
I agree. Well, let's hit up some comments real quick so we can
Go
catch
ahead.
up. Oh my god, yes, I saw the difference. We watched the movie last night. Yeah, it is the Terrifier and this one. They do got some slight differences. LOL. Bambina. I don't got my glasses on, unfortunately,
it's
so
just
you
smiley
got.
faces.
Yeah, I know that, but the name
Oh,
Bambina.
Bambina. Yeah, Bambina.
All right. Creepshow is a classic. Creepshow
Creepshow
is
is a
in my
classic.
top 20. Absolutely, I fucking love. And part 2 is underrated, man. It's underappreciated. Put it that way. Michael Gornick. All right. Is there any old horror movie that needs a remake? I would say Puppet Master and Doctor. All right, Doctor
Dr.
Giggles.
Giggles.
I would say Puppet
Dr.
Master. There's a
Giggles.
million Puppet Master movies.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, like right now, I
That jumped the shark, unfortunately. I do like
Nice.
I do love me some Puppet Masters. So.
There you
Love
go.
it.
That's
The
pretty
needle
cool.
to the head.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, Dr. Giggles would be an awesome remake.
What you think,
Here's the
JR?
question.
What horror movie, JR, you think deserves a remake?
Out of those two?
No. In general, any old horror movie you think that deserves a remake? One movie I will say.
All right, I got one.
Go for it.
Rawhead Rex.
Oh no, you know what? You know, I
yeah.
disagree
No.
only because that movie's what makes it a classic to me is how bad it is.
Yeah, but still,
I
you
mean,
could do
I'm
that
curious
character.
But-
what they
Bring that
pull
character
with
to
the stuff
now.
I would like to see
How
what they would do
far
with a
they were willing to
serious.
go.
Yeah, to make them.
They
Yeah,
made
yeah.
their own doing Rawhead Rex.
That was supposed to be a scary film, but the horrible makeup and costume just made it very
Was-
comical. So yeah, I can see that. I would say George Romero's Martin, and no, not Martin. You know what? I take it back. Martin's a classic. I would say George Romero's Season of the Witch deserves a remake, and they did the Crazies. They really did it. I think that deserves a remake. And when they did do it with Timothy Oliphant, I believe.
Elephant. I actually
Yep.
like that one.
That was a good
I
remake. So yeah, but I would say George Romero's Season of the Witch because no one knows about it, and it's a very good
Phantasm.
film.
Fantastic.
But again, there's a lot of
Many of them.
sequels. There's
there
lot
is
of
a lot.
sequels.
There is a lot.
And recent ones too.
There are
Yeah.
more recent ones. I
I'm
haven't
thinking
seen
of
it.
films that don't get enough love, and I think a movie like like Season of the Witch or like JR had mentioned. What you said, JR?
Rawhead Rex.
Rawhead Rex. Yeah.
Maximum Overdrive.
That should deserve
Oh,
actually a good
Stephen
a
King
good
hates
remake.
that.
That's what I'm
Remake
saying. That
that
deserves
sucker,
one.
man.
Creep Show. I hated traveling at night because of that freaking movie. Thanks for the ride, lady. Dr. Giggles is slept on Slash. Yeah, Dr. Giggles is a movie. Who's Dr. Giggles? Was that the guy from Darkman?
Yes.
Right? It was, right? I forgot his name, but that guy's a great villain, man. I hated him
He
in
was in
Darkman.
he was like on a TV series also. I think L.A. Law or something like that.
Oh, I agree with Lexi. Okay, they're having a conversation.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, definitely having a conversation. I love that character. All right, hold on. Let me look at him before I...
No, go ahead and click them all. I want to know what they're talking about since they're not listening to us.
Yeah.
Just messing with y'all.
There are enough. They could. I don't care. As long as they're having a good time. There are enough clowns. Yeah, you know what? Pennywise and Art. Who else we got? I mean, they got a couple of like the Stitches the Clown. You know, a lot of.
I got
Actually,
so many. Yeah.
Funhouse deserves a remake.
Oh
There's
no,
enough
man!
like
You know
that.
what? I love the way that movie the way it is, man.
Yeah,
The
I
Toby
would
Hooper
too.
I
movie,
do
right?
too. I do.
The Toby
The
Hooper
Tobe
movie.
Hooper.
Great
Yes,
fucking movie.
it is a great movie. However,
Fun fact: that almost made my horror fiend driving theater this
That's a
season.
great
I'm
movie.
thinking about
That's-
putting it for the next one.
I think that
Very
might
close.
have been one
I
of
couldn't-
the like as far as slasher before
Oh,
Friday the
it's-
13th. I think that Funhouse was one of the and me and JR were little.
That's
my
an
memory in my
underappreciated
head
movie right there.
Is that we saw this little
Funhouse is
because
awesome.
like I'm gonna mention it when we do Galaxy of Terror. Unfortunately, our parents used to sometimes like, oh look, a movie's just starting. Let's just watch it. And then things would start happening, and we would get turn around, kids, turn around, cover your eyes. But Funhouse was one of those because they had
great
Funhouse,
film,
and
dude.
they were like,
Great.
oh, it could be okay. And it was a slasher that our parents put us through.
Oh,
right.
like she's getting scolded.
Does my Lexi need a
What
drink?
now?
Does my girl Lexi need a drink? Everyone else drank something except for you. Lexi,
No, she's got to work. She's got to work.
I'm
Lexi,
on a-
listen.
Morning.
Lexi is a
I gotta
drinker.
work in the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is. But
I actually haven't had a drink in like a month. I'm in a weight loss journey and I haven't had a drink.
Go, keep
I'm
it
trying to
going.
wait.
Oh wait, I saw it already. And like, all right, that's your heart, mom.
Mom,
my
mom's
God.
asking where's
Hold
your
on,
drink.
there is one I
Ay,
wanted to. I
Dios
wanted to
mío.
show. Let me see. Hold on.
The guys are drinking
Uh,
for me. I told them to double it up.
Here we go. Lexi is my daughter. I so proud.
You should
That's,
be.
I wanted to
She's a
highlight
good
that
girl.
one because I love when moms are proud of their kids, man. Always a
Thank
good
you,
feeling.
Mom. Love you.
All right, Joe.
All right. So me on the Terrifier. I'm gonna say one little thing. I kind of did like his look in The Ninth Circle. It was a little bit more practical clown, so it's having him kill people and look a little more practical instead of so scary might have actually been a little bit scarier. However, The Terrifier one, I loved it. I mean, it was it was a little bit a lot. You know, he's sitting there cutting him. It was basically what, you know, your introduction to Art the Clown, but I did like this one better. I was like watching it, going, huh. So if this guy would have been in Terrifier 2, like sitting there cutting up Ellie, this shit would have been a lot more scarier. Again, I'd like, what is his name? David
Howard Thornton, yeah.
Yeah, I do like him. But the guy, the I want to say Paul Giamatti, and it's not Paul Giamatti.
Mike Giannotti.
But my brain has not.
I understand.
Okay, that's why I have not said his name, because I'm gonna do like the Thanos thing. And
no, let's not get into that.
I know, that's why. But I like the guy that played Art in this one. Yes, he was a lot scarier. Fucking, like I said earlier, loved the Creepshow 2 homage thrown in there. You know, because a true horror fan is going to see that scene.
Don't say that, Joe. Don't say that. Don't let me hand in my horror card, please, because I didn't catch that.
You didn't catch that?
I did not. Now that you say it, it blew my mind. 1000%. That was a Creepshow 2.
When she's driving and she's freaking out, Mrs. Lansing was freaking out in the car, and all of a sudden when he showed up with the sign, she's like,
with a sign.
What? How are you? Like it was literally they recreate, and I thought it was fucking awesome.
Oh man,
it was just like, and because
Creepshow 2.
But yeah, dude, the Terrifier one. You know, am I a huge fan of Art? I'm not. I don't love him as much as they do. You know, because again, everybody's form of horror is different. But as you guys have said, we now have a new horror villain. Somebody who is now, you know, when you put the Mount Rushmore,
my man.
Horror, but I'm saying the old school people are now going to be worried about who's he going to knock out. You know, we got Freddy, we got Jason, we got Michael. Now Art is going to be in there. There's room for more, but Mount Rushmore only has 4 faces. That's what I was like.
Oh, it's too early to start talking about Mount Rushmore, but Art is on a trajectory.
Art is going to be there, though. That's the whole point.
Because let me tell you, bro. I'll wait till my part to get into him. But
if they stop doing them, these movies are going to always get revisited. And
I'm glad one thing though. This is Damien Leone's baby. Until he gets tired of doing Art the Clown, we're going to continue having Art the Clown. Well, it's his baby.
Or
that's the advantage he has over the others who lost.
You're right.
Like
John Carpenter, think about it. He didn't do Halloween 2. He didn't do 3, 4. He didn't do any of them after Halloween. So think about that shit.
He signs off his rights, but the original ones.
That's why I respect Damien Leone so much, bro. He could have had the big money, the big paycheck. He could have been like
studios. Fuck.
Nah. Yeah, fuck that. And guess what?
Sorry the language, but
guess what though? All the merchandise. Guess who gets all that money, bro?
He does. He does.
Smart man.
Well, before we close it out, and I know I told you guys, you know, I put you guys what I was gonna ask you guys, so that way nothing is caught off guard. I'm gonna throw one little quick off guard one. Everybody be brief on it, and I'll show you how brief. The wraparound. Did you like the wraparound story, which was the babysitter? Because even though it wasn't late when I looked up the information on it, it just said a babysitter found a tape. But it followed the VHS format where you had one story that was throughout the whole thing. I thought that the wraparound was great. It showed that Art will kill children. And that's when I realized we do have a really fucked up new horror villain. That's how short I want you to keep it. JR, I'm going to go to you next. The wraparound.
I didn't mind the wraparound. At this point, because the first thing I was saying was like, forgot about Rick. I wonder how he feels about this. But the fact that Damien Leone, like you said, wasn't afraid to do it, and you did not expect it. Because once again, what's one thing Michael Myers never did?
Oh, he did do it in the new Halloween. He did in Halloween. I'm
not including that. That doesn't count.
then yes,
And
I agree with you.
Good
Wait,
stuff.
who did he kill again? Oh, he killed a kid? Which one?
The two kids, the babysitter, the two kids that the babysitter was kidding, he killed them. All that
Wait,
was
what
left
movie was this?
in All
In
Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve.
No, I'm talking about Michael
No,
Myers.
Halloween, Michael
Myers.
Myers.
Oh, in the trilogy, the first one, when the father and son stopped when the corrections bus had gone to the side, the father went out, the son stayed in the car. Michael was behind him, and Michael strangled him the way that
Yeah,
what's
I
her
remember
name?
that. But he killed the kids too.
He killed the kid in that one.
Shit, man, yo, that's how much
That
I
was
don't
the
care about
first
those
time
films.
Michael
bro.
had killed the kid, because that was he's
That-
not going to do it because we thought he was going to do it with the baby, but he killed that. He did kill that one kid.
And that further my argument why they fucked that whole thing up, because Michael never did that. Michael never killed kids, and they never mind. I'll go ahead and change. I'll be here
I know
all
we
night.
did. I did say keep a
But-
show all of a sudden around. Okay.
No, but for me, I like the wraparound story because it wasn't long either. It hit its points. Then you got to the end. He comes out, and basically she gets scared. She thought she was going to be the victim. Movie ends with the two severed heads on the bed. I enjoyed it. So it was short and sweet and to the point.
Lexi, thank you.
I definitely liked the wraparound because because he got the videotape in his candy bag, right? And I thought to
Yeah.
myself, well, it kind of shouts out,
The ring.
what I think they used it. What? What'd
I
you
thought
say?
about the ring, by the way, with the VHS tape. Was
Yes,
my other
that
little homage when he
right,
put it in there. Ring. You're gonna watch this, and Ari's gonna show up.
right, that part, and because in Terrifier 2, there's trick or treaters, and so I guess they took it from this original film and kind of played with it a little more in the original films. So I was like, he's like, I don't know who even gave it to me. I don't know if Art. We don't get to see that part, but did Art put it in the bag without him looking? We don't know how it got into the bag. Very weird. I
It
like
was
that.
magic.
And those kids were bad. They probably
They were
horrible to
us.
say, but
They were us.
Yeah.
They were us.
Yeah,
I mean, those they were bad.
bad.
They were us. They were. Oh my
I
God,
know.
Rick. Whatever. When the little one kid was looking at the movie, like, I'm like,
I have respect for my elders.
no. But when the
That
kid
was the
was watching,
babysitter. That was
yeah, but the kid was watching the video. He's sitting there smiling. I'm like, there's Rick.
Oh yeah,
smiling.
that's us.
That's what she's saying is us. We were the little
Yeah.
kids, not the babysitter. We were the little
It's
kids.
true.
Listen,
though.
if I
It's
get a
true.
videotape of my bag, I'm watching it.
Me too. And then I'll give it to you.
No, but I like the fact that what was the one scene where she was trying to get the videotape out and she's looking
Right,
back
the-
and forth. She's like that
'Cause the
illusion.
camera showed that he was in the room with her, and
That was
she's
cool.
trying
Yeah.
to stop it. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Again, supernatural
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the scene with the kids' heads chopped off, that part sucked. I was like, oh man, did they deserve it a little bit for being
Oh.
bad? I don't know. But I'm just kidding. But that was gruesome. That was gruesome. Her walking in, I mean, that would be a guilt on her heart.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that whole segment was just more Terrifier continuing. I liked it. And because they kind of took that into what Terrifier 2, where he's going around trick or treating. You're too old to get candy, and slams the door in his face. I was like, oh, wrong move. And she gets chopped up upstairs, which is the feature on Joe's what is it?
Movies
Movies
that
that
Movies
fuck
that
me
fucked
up.
you up.
Check that
Yeah.
out.
Movies that fucked me up. It's on our channel right now. Terrifier
Ugh.
2. Joe the
So I
Psychologist.
thought
Ricky
of
Grimes, the Beard
Terrifier
Brothers.
2. I
Yeah.
thought of Terrifier 2 with that whole wraparound segment.
Yeah,
Right.
it's funny because I love how like everyone now complains about how Terrifier 3. Oh, Art did this, Art did that. Motherfucker, if you know Art, he been doing this for the jump. Like these are
Yeah.
studios that they're jealous that a film like this with no major financial backing can make so much fucking money. And these big studios put out all these good big budget movies and they do shit. So they gotta, start and put the man down. But I wasn't a fan too much of this wraparound, to be honest with you. It's not bad. It's not great. It's just there. It's short, which is good, like you mentioned. I hated the kid. He was annoying, but he's a kid, so I'm not gonna take it away from him. Kids They were annoying. You
It
know.
would have been us if we wanted to watch on a horror movie.
Nah,
On
yeah. Again, but
Halloween
I respect the way he was talking to her. Like, no, I'm not doing that. No, motherfucker, shut up. Listen to her. But anyway, I love it because one thing about that wraparound I did like. It got to the point. It didn't overstay its welcome. It got in, got out, got to the movies, and then at the end, when it became the time to wrap up the film, it didn't wrap it up with fluff. There was no filler. It just got to the point, and like JR said, it took us home. The two heads, she screams, Art laughs. It's a wrap. You can't go wrong with that. But as a whole, it's all right. But it didn't detract from the film. It was just there, you know. But it did its job essentially.
I will say when the credits showed up, because when he did that scene, he went to the TV and he's tapping on it.
Yeah.
And again, this is where I thought about The Ring. And the Ring definitely
Joe got
came up,
scared.
you know,
Joe got
Ring,
scared.
Hindu. Well, because, you know, again, he's happening, and I'm like, oh my God, he's going to come through the TV. You know, and I thought it was pretty cool. I'm glad they didn't show him going through the TV, you know.
Me too.
And actually, yeah, like I'm glad it just kind of did it that way.
Yeah.
But then, you know, you start the credits and he shows up. It wasn't me, actually, JR. Like, all of a sudden, I'm just sitting there and I'm looking up, and Adam goes, quick, stop it. Stop it. No.
Stop it!
Like, yeah, you gotta, no. That's what like, he's literally reacted the same way. Like, instead of with the girl, the babysitter who was watching it, instead of stopping the tape at that point, Adam was like, listen, if I swear to God, if a clown shows up at the house, I'm gonna get you. I'm like,
I'm on my way,
yourself.
Adam.
This is not real. Don't tell him that, even though it would be great. Like, see it.
Yeah, Adam, you gotta explain, man. You gotta explain. Comment that. We want to hear it from you.
That's Wicked Van guy. Who's my guy? Art. I love Art. That's my boy. I want to hang out with him. Trick or treat. Kids be getting killed and killing. Good movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's another great one. That's another great one.
Trick or treat. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
hold on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she got the R right. Rose is a
Oh,
real
yeah.
horror fiend.
Well,
That's
why
where
she
I get
raised
it
Lexi.
from.
This is why Lexi's so fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
He's not
All right.
lying.
I'm not lying, actually, even though I say I'm kidding. All right, so, you know, guys, I want to just really quick thank you for telling us to do this one. I had yet to see.
Are we
this
rating
movie.
it?
We're gonna rate it. Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting to you, even though you just cut me off. But
I'm sorry.
I want to thank, you know, because JR, Rick, when we talked about, you know, actually it was JR. We talked about doing the live. They said, let's do this one. I was a little like, really? Like, I'm glad we did it. It was my first watch. Didn't fucking hate this movie. You know, again, Damien knows his horror because, as I was saying, all these little ones I picked up. If I threw in a Serbian film, this man watches some fucked up shit to come up with what he has come up with. So, yes, closing thoughts. Obviously, ladies first. I'm going to bounce out real quick. I got to pee. But ladies first, Lexi, don't worry.
Why you bounce out? Why don't you take that one? We got to talk about that real quick before we rate it.
What?
That's a question. Well, Joe, why you go pee? That way you don't miss the rating either.
The scariest movie I seen was The Leprechaun. No wonder you wanted to show. By the way, man, Bambina, JR loves The Leprechaun series.
No,
But that's because I've had an irrational fear of dwarfs. There was this guy my sister told me about that she worked with that is afraid. He's really afraid of little people, dwarfs. And if a dwarf, if he sees one in real life, he gets panic attacks. It's crazy. It's a real thing.
Come on, the most comedic thing we thought about the Leprechaun movie was all you gotta do is throw a dirty shoe at him.
Oh god, I can't stand those movies, man.
Or kick him in the face. He's short.
All right, Lexi, go for it. Go.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, we got another question, actually, or comment. Rose, I want me gold. It is real, and I feel bad about it. Don't feel bad.
Oh, dude, do tell. You're Bambini, you have a fear of that?
Wait,
We're trying,
wait.
By the time Joe is back, we'll get into the.
Yeah, if you have a fear, let us know. Let us know.
Matter of fact, anybody watching real quick while we're waiting for Joe to come back. If you have any questions, definitely throw some questions.
Throw some questions.
We definitely want to know, what's the horror movie you want us to talk about real quick while we're waiting for Joe?
And can anybody guess Joe's costume? Because I think I know, and I
Yeah, it's
just
Vasquez.
don't want to be
Yeah,
wrong.
I'm sorry.
I have it right back here, right behind me. You can't see it, but this
Yeah.
one right there.
I'm blind. I don't even got my glasses on.
Ah, you can't see it anyway. It's...
Alien.
All right, wait till Joe comes back. Let Joe tell you.
Yeah.
All right,
John
who's this?
Stamos has that.
John Stamos has. He does? It was
Oh.
crazy. When my sister told me, I was like, wow, I can't imagine a feel like that. You're in public. All of a sudden, you're let's say
What happens? Do you like run
let's
away?
say I'm at Comic-Con waiting in line to get an autograph or to buy an exclusive figure, and I look back and there's a dwarf behind me. Like, holy shit. I can't even imagine. I don't want to think about that shit right now.
Like, well, what do you do? Do you like if I mean, I apologize saying dwarves, you know, what is your reaction as far as like to it? All right, what's she say?
I got one. I try not to react because I feel horrible about having a fear of doors, so I freak out in silence.
So you just like stand there frozen in shock, or
No.
The
Sorry,
bad thing
Joe, we got
about
the
people that
conversation
suffer
about
from
doors.
anxiety is when you start talking about it, you start feeling it. So let's
Yeah.
move on.
Sorry. All right,
Actually,
Lexi.
wait, Lexi, real quick. I'm still, because I'm sure you haven't figured out. You still don't know who I am yet, do you?
No, she asked when you were gone.
I
but
was
we didn't
asked.
tell her.
I said, leave comments if y'all know.
Before we wrap up,
wanna-
Joe, before we go, you tell us this. You don't get it. If someone in
Well-
the comments knows what Joe the psychologist
Yeah,
is
if
just-
anybody knows.
You know what it is? You can't see your dog tags. That's the problem. Your
I
microphone's
know.
covering it.
Well,
Right now, you're like a guy with a tank top. That's the
I
problem.
have a feeling I
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
You like a Puerto Rican guy.
so
Yeah, you're like
Puerto Rican
I was
guy.
actually-
You're like,
I said
you're
it
like
to
a
my-
Puerto Rican from the Bronx.
I sent it to my friends, and one of them goes, "You look like a stoned Rambo."
Ah, okay, P-Rock got it.
P-Rock.
P-Rock. I knew P-Rock would get
I
it.
see.
Someone would get it.
Nah, I
It's-
thought Joe was the Indian dude for Predators.
I see.
Hey,
What's that?
but
The
yes,
Lieutenant or Corporal Vasquez? What's your name? What's your title? Lieutenant? right?
Private. It's private.
Private Vasquez. Yeah,
Private
yeah.
Vasquez.
Hey, hey Vasquez. Has anyone ever mistaken you for a man?
No.
No.
Have they mistaken
You?
you?
Now I see it.
Alien.
Because I was gonna go. Look, man. The only thing I need to know, where they are.
Where they are. Fuck you, man. All right. My fight or flight response is to freeze. Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
I mean, that's not
Yeah.
bad. I mean, it could be worse. It'd be like, you know, like your response could be like, you know, fart and stuff. That'd be worse.
Well, when you freeze though, at least all your adrenaline isn't gonna feel that knife stab until you realize that you just froze and got stabbed. Anyway, I'm sorry, Lexi.
Oh my
thank you for
god.
it.
Yeah, one
Oh,
more
man.
guess there.
So with
I thought Fred Fred Michaels
No,
is blonde
Mom.
for one.
No, Mom.
We'll call you Fred Michaels from now on.
No.
I thought Karate Kid. I don't know.
I want to run, but I'm
Roddy, we're
stuck there
doing
in
horror
fear.
here.
Yeah, you know
I
what?
know. I don't know.
Yeah, you know.
Actually, the conversation
I
had.
understand what she means. Or I'm sorry, I don't know. Bambina, I'm sorry, I don't know if you're male or female. I apologize.
The conversation I had
Female.
with Rick.
What up, man?
The conversation I had with Rick was, so when Disney buys, guys, don't like. I'm talking about to Disney. Don't come after us. But when Disney buys properties, they tend to change things. So, if Disney decided to remake Aliens, instead of having Private Vasquez as a woman who's obviously lesbian, they would go with a guy. They would make him bisexual. So I'm the remake, I'm the recasting of Private Vasquez. However, that bitch is badass. You know, not many people do her, and you got to look up the one image with her holding the gun,
Oh, no,
showing
bro.
her guns.
Come on, man. Her fans right. Let's rock!
Yeah, I mean, she is one of the baddest women. And
Jeanette Golding, man.
Yep,
Wait, what's her
and
name?
she was-
Gold.
Jenna Goldstein.
Goldstein. Yeah, Goldstein.
Goldstein. And
Yeah, Jeanette
she's in a
Goldstein.
movie behind Sigourney Weaver.
And
be
you had to
still
be-
remembered.
Yeah, you got Ellen Ripley, and you had to be a badass to be
Mhm.
remembered after that.
So
I'm
yes,
a woman.
I'm giving.
Thank you.
I'm-
Sorry. Appreciate it though. Now I
What's
know.
his name?
Now I know.
Bina, with the end, I figured.
I
it
know.
was-
Hey, man, I play female characters in World of Warcraft, so you never know, man. All right, let's wrap this up. Come on, let's do it
Hey,
already.
Lexi, go ahead, give
What
us
the
your.
fuck? That's gotta be GR.
Jared's
Oh,
not
he
sorry.
got yeah, he's got the sound
Hey,
bite.
Joe.
Oh,
Yeah, that goes with the music. All right, let's go. Come on.
All right, sorry.
all right, Lexi, go ahead and wrap it up.
Well, if you guys been on Horror Fiend long enough, y'all know that my horror husband is Freddy Krueger. That's my man. However, Art has become, because, like you guys said, new icon in this day and age. He is.
He's your
I didn't
side
even know
piece.
about Art until. Yes, he is. He's my. He's definitely my mistress. I didn't know
I was
about
trying
Art
to think
the
of a word
Clown.
for mistress, so I'm gonna go with side piece, but you know.
Yeah. I didn't know about Art the Clown until I met you guys. Rick was the one that actually brought it to my attention, and I was like, okay, I'll check it out. Fell in love with it since Terrifier. And then I watched Terrifier 2, and then I saw Hallows Eve, so I didn't even know Hallows Eve. I watched it out of order, and I'm a person that watches it in order as well. So, the film Hallows Eve, All Hallows Eve, is definitely a 4 out of 5 for me. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was different. I like that we got 3 segments and a little bonus one, the wraparound. So technically 4 segments. There was a few, it was 2013. I literally had to look it up. What year was this made? And it's all in the 2000s. I was like, well,
That's crazy.
it felt
how
like it
old
was
that
in the
movie is,
80s.
man.
Right.
Oh, you
and
thought it was
so-
older? Yeah,
Aesthetic, the
yeah.
aesthetic.
Yeah, I
That's
thought
the
it was way
aesthetic.
older.
When I first put on
Right.
Terrifier, the first one, and I started watching it, and I heard the soundscape being used and just the graininess of the video quality, I'm like, I'm in for a fucking treat. Yo, JR was right. I'm gonna love this. He wasn't wrong.
You can tell that Damon Leon and the people that helped him build this just had so much fun with it.
Oh,
And
yes.
Art, just
Mm.
what an icon. He's just so, I love the way he giggles so silently. He's silent and he's a silent killer. And I just like how he laughs, his movements, his annoyances with the horn. Like, he's just an all around fucked up clown. And I enjoyed it. 4 out of 5 for me.
All right, JR, the man who introduced basically all of us to Art the Clown.
It started with JR.
Well, let me first say that me and Rick have always been massive supporters of indie filmmakers. So when an indie filmmaker comes out of nowhere and gives us a character that we knew when we started talking about, yo, this is the next horror icon. This is the person to take. I mean, I got the picture to take Michael Myers' spot for the next horror icon. We have no horror icons right now. They're like all franchises that just different characters or whatever. But Art the Clown is the one that's leading the wave of the new, horror icons. And to top it off, I mean, we just talked about another Halloween movie last week called, Dark Harvest.
Dark Harvest.
With another character that could possibly be another staple of
Sawtooth
Halloween.
Jack, yo. They should
Yes,
definitely
yeah.
follow up on that character.
Yes.
Backwards. We talked about it in the review. Don't
Backwards. Just keep going.
go
prequel,
backwards.
prequel.
Go-
Yes.
yeah, do prequels, but do them the right way. But let's find out how Sawtooth Jack came about,
Yes.
and just go the prequel way.
But for me, I love the fact that he was able to take a short film, turn it into a feature film, which is something that Rick and I are aspiring to do. So we're not going to talk about what we're going to be doing because we're just going to do it. We're just going to surprise you guys.
We're just gonna do it.
Drop
We're
it on the
just gonna do it.
channel.
We're just not going to say nothing. We're just going to do it. But for me, I appreciate the fact that, introduced a new character. He took his time introducing this character. We got the tape, which made you wonder where the tape came. Then you got the 3 stories. Then you got the wraparound. Yes, similar to VHS, but it introduced us to Art the Clown as a character.
What year did VHS come out? I'm curious.
I was looking. I was looking.
All right,
that
look
right
it up,
now.
look it up.
Yeah, Joe, as I'm
That's
talking.
what I was. Yeah. I was
'Cause
like,
it's
I'm
about
like,
the same time, I think. I
I
don't
think
think it's
so, I
any
think
later
so.
than 2013. It might be 2012. Who knows?
Actually, the first one was 2022.
No,
So
no,
fucking
VHS.
Damien-
No,
VHS.
no,
Oh,
way.
wait.
2020.
Wait. Hold on. No, the wrong one came up on.
I was gonna say, what
IMDb.
the fuck?
Keep talking, JR, while I'm looking.
So for me, I mean, I like the wraparound.
Yeah, you got
story.
something running in the background because you keep freezing.
No, I'm getting the signal for the.
Oh, okay. This, I guess
yeah,
you
I'm
weren't
watching
aware.
it. I'm watching it. It's like keeps popping up for some reason.
Nah, you straight. It comes back.
2012, by the way, guys.
1 year.
So
1 year.
1 year later. All right.
Yeah.
Got
I
it.
wouldn't say it's. They were being
Homage.
made around the same time.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah,
way
one-
this
one-
guy
one that's
saw
looking at the found
VHS
footage
and
the
then
one's looking-
decided to make a
Yeah.
movie and release it the next year. It takes a lot longer to make it.
Well, think about what he did. He did something
Right.
smart. He introduced a tape in a Halloween candy bag. So that was very creative. And
I think it
original.
was Art put it there, but magically with his mind.
Yeah.
Right. The same way that the tape, well, the VHS, even though friends passed it around, but for Art to show up and do his thing, he keeps putting in these bags. You watch these videos, and you're gonna die. Sorry, Jared.
But for me, I give it a 4 out of 5. I think this movie should be part of your staple as far as October season comes around. It should be watched as part of your whatever rotation you have for Halloween films for this month of October. All Halloweens should be in it, as well as Dark Harvest. So I'll keep it out there. But yeah, for me,
Trick or
4 out of
treat.
5. Enjoy. Once again, we support indie filmmakers.
That's right.
And indie filmmakers right now are the ones tearing the shit up. Please continue doing it.
Agreed. Ricky Van, my dear
So-
brother.
Yes, sir. So the one thing I want to say
Everybody
about...
sit back for a second now. We're going to be here for a while. No, I'm just
Nah,
messing
nah,
with
nah,
you,
nah,
Rick.
nah.
No, I'm just fucking with you. Totally fucking with you.
What I love about Damien, I mentioned it before. He could have got a cashed in on a payday and rode off into the sunset, but he didn't, and he decided no, I want to make these movies the way I want to make them, because he said if a big studio got Terrifier 3 like they wanted, he got tons of offers, which he was being lowballed, by the way. They would never allow him to make the first 9 minutes of this movie, and he knows it is true. And one thing I love about being in this position is not only the violence and the gore and who you can or cannot kill. That's forget that. That's been done to death. What I love about Damien Leone as a director and being the one in charge, essentially, 1000% creative freedom, is his movies never follow there's no cliches, there's no rules. A main character can die. I mean, we all saw Terrifier 1, right? Everyone thought the final girl was the final girl until he shot her in the fucking face. And all of a sudden, a different girl stepped up to be the final girl, and then she got fucked up. And now she became an antagonist in Terrifier 2 and 3. So, come on, man.
I just want to make sure you didn't ruin 3 for me.
No, I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Yes,
all right,
okay.
That's all I thought. That's,
No,
that's
no.
all I thought he was doing. I'm like,
No. You know me. I'm anti-spoiler here. You know that. JR knows. I wouldn't do that. But what I will say is, like, and I love that. There's no rules. If you're a main character or if you're a minor character, it don't matter. You're both on the same pedestal. You could die, you could live. It doesn't matter. And not even that, but the stuff he can do within his film. He could tell the story the way he wants to. There's no one telling him, nope, can't do that. Nope, take that out. Nah, we want a certain sponsor here. So can you take that out and put this sponsor? Make sure you show the Coca-Cola can. Nah, ain't none of that. He could do whatever he wants. And you can tell. And between the short films, All Hallows Eve, Terrifier, Terrifier 2, Terrifier 3, his films keep getting better. Him as a filmmaker, whether he's writing, directing, special effects, makeup, he keeps improving in each and every film that he does. And that's unheard of. And JR mentioned Halloween, right? John Carpenter did Halloween 1, right? Bro, like, he didn't touch that franchise since. Maybe he did some music. That's about it.
He didn't do part 2.
No, he didn't. Rick Rosenthal, I think, did too. He hated John Carpenter. Don't even talk about part 2. He fucking hates that movie.
All right.
But
I got it confused in my head.
yeah, it's cool. But with Terrifier, Damien Leone is actually telling a story. He's evolving the character. Again, I'm not saying spoilers, but even in Terrifier between 2 and 3, he keeps giving you nuggets of information of who Art the Clown is and where he came from, and he's building upon it. And Halloween, Freddy, Jason, I love Jason. You never got that. It just kept boom, boom, boom. You know, let's see how many more people we can kill now. Art, slowly but surely, and people don't realize this because of all the extreme gore and violence, but they're definitely telling a story. You know, and Joe, you're a psychologist. I'm not going to say it, but Terrifier 3 has a lot of points of psychological trauma in it that you're going to fucking love to explore. Again, he didn't have to throw it in
Sienna
there.
and the brother. Sienna and the
Yes,
brother.
yes. So,
I'm sorry. Yeah.
So my point is, this guy, I respect Damien Leone for not taking the money, and to really make independent filmmaking a way for these filmmakers to stay true to their craft. Believe in yourself. Don't sell out, because if you do it right, you could come out better at the end. We got Art the Clown is in fucking Call of Duty, bro. You know what? He's next to Michael Myers in that pack. Think about that. You know how much cream this guy got just to have him in Call of Duty? Not talking about he's a Funko Pop. He's in all types of merch. That's it. And who's getting that fucking money? So my point is, I love all that. And All Hallows Eve is a 3.5. Because Terrifier 1 to me is a 4. And it's not better than Terrifier 1. Terrifier 2 is a 4.5. It's not better than that. And Terrifier 3 is a fucking 5, bro. So I can't rate All Hallows Eve on the same scale as that. I just can't. So that's why it's a 3.5 out of 5, which is good. That's not saying it's a bad film. I fucking love All Hallows Eve, and I respect where he came from. So that's why I wanted to give you that context before I give you the rating, so people don't think, oh, everyone give it a 4, you give it a 3.5. I thought he was a Terrifier guy.
You're good.
No, that's the way I see it. No other filmmaker makes movie after movie after movie. It keeps getting better and better and better and better. I can't wait for Terrifier 4, bro. So yeah, I fucking love this film. It's a great introduction to Damien Leone, Art the Clown, and his style of filmmaking. Let me hear it, Joe.
Before I give my final thoughts and rate, let's go to the comments real quick if there's any.
It's only one we got here new, and it's gonna be right here. Oh, Diane, Lexi, your costume is dope.
Thank you.
Oh, Lexi, man, next year I gotta dress up
kicked
as
all
Art
our
the Clown.
asses. I mean, she literally kicked our asses. Like, we're the main people, and she
I
fucking
know.
came in and said,
I'm
"I'm
not
gonna
gonna
slay
lie, man.
on
Look at
these
Lexi looking good over there. Look at
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I
shit.
do kind of feel she's been sitting there, like, I'm like, my back hurts. She's been sitting in this position the whole time. So like, she had drunk. So like, if you would have, I know that you're doing it. By the way, MSLT means that tomorrow morning she's got to go to work and she's got to test somebody for narcolepsy.
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
Well, no, I
So-
don't. I'm fucking making that up.
But so that's what she's doing. So when she's got to be there at like 6
You
o'clock,
gotta be thorough. Yeah, I got you.
I gotta get up at
She's gotta be
4:30.
there at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, she gotta wake
But
up at
she
5.
gotta get
right?
up at 4. No,
Oh, 4.
yeah.
What- How far you live?
It's,
Oh, it'll be 40-minute drive.
yeah. So like, I get why she's not doing it because
No,
I. would
hey,
not
listen,
do
man.
it.
Joe, you know we don't shame people for not drinking. We're not those type
And-
of
No,
drunks. Come
no,
on,
no.
On
She
a
would
weight
have been
loss
drinking
journey.
with us. It's really funny.
She would have had
because
her wine. She would have had that cup
Wait.
of wine.
what I was hoping-
Trust me, yes.
What I was hoping for tonight was Lexi was gonna come in with all her makeup, right? And as she's drinking her wine, you would see the makeup would start smearing and like melting on her, and you would see it all slowly falling
I've been
apart.
lit on here before. I've fallen apart.
That's what I was
sometimes
saying.
on the
I
wall.
thought that tonight, because I knew she was going to do her makeup. I thought tonight
Mhm.
we were gonna slowly watch Lexi literally melt with all her stuff on. But she's got to work tomorrow, so she pulled it together.
Yeah.
But Lexi, thank you actually
Goodness.
for joining us tonight, going through
Thank
all
you.
this.
Yes.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you got to get up
Thank you.
tomorrow morning, super.
You didn't
fucking
have to.
early.
We appreciate it.
Well, no, she
Yeah.
was like happy when we said we are gonna do the live. She's like, I
Hallows
got that
Eve.
night off. But so for
Mhm.
me,
Hold on. Love the costumes. Thank you, Diana.
thank you.
Appreciate that. Ricky, I love your excitement for the Terrifier movies. Now I want to watch them. Ooh.
Okay.
Mom
Alright,
has
I'll-
not seen them.
Yeah.
All right. It's
Just be prepared.
yeah,
Just
don't
be
blame
prepared.
me if you get.
I
I'm
sleep
kidding.
Your daughter.
peacefully watching
Watch
them.
it. Hey Rose, you're a horror fiend. Trust me, you'll like
Yeah.
it. Lexi came in
Oh, she
like
came and slayed. She literally-
Oh, yeah.
Like I can't, I was coming in as Private Vasquez, so I could take down a vampire, I could take down a purge guy, but then this bitch would fucking scare the fuck out of me. Like I'd be sitting there going, "What the hell is
I'm
that?"
on my way to Joe's house now
No, don't do that.
to go
Even though
to
you should-
Adam.
You should show up to Ricky. He's alone at Orlando. I was gonna do that. I'm not allowed to drive when I drink, but if you showed up,
That-
I would
mean.
hope
Got
you
him.
don't decide to drive when you
no,
drive.
no. I mean, I don't do that. No.
All right.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
so to wrap it up, I'm giving it a 4. I love the anthology part. Um, Rick, when you rewatch it again, you're gonna see the homages straight on through. Um, there's a scene in a Serbian film involving a labor and a baby. So when we got the
Hold on a second. You did movies that fucked me up on a Serbian film. By the way, watch it. It's on our channel. Movies that fucked me up. Check the playlist. As fucked up as that video was that you had described, you never brought up a fact that there was a pregnant woman and a baby. So you're trying to tell me it's fucking worse?
Yes. Okay, so what happens in a Serbian film?
All
with a
right,
pregnant woman and a baby-
no spoil.
Hold on. What happens in there is bad. What happens in there is bad. However, I'm gonna say what happened in this movie is actually just a little worse. So that's where I said Damien Leone.
I'm too buzzed to look
knows-
at GR right now, man. Fucking
Damien
trippy.
Leone knows his
lights.
horror knowledge.
He does. No,
man
he's a
has-
horror fan. He is.
The man has
yeah,
watched
through and through.
movies all over the world.
Hold on one
The
second.
man-
One second. What up, Brick? My boy, Brick Artemis. What up, sir?
Yep.
Thank you for showing up, showing some love. Brick Artemis is an awesome figure collector. Legos, Hot Toys. This guy's awesome. If you want, check him out.
Didn't he pop into the last
Yeah,
movie?
he's also loves horror movies as well. So appreciate it, Brick. And left my ass. And get Joe another beer, Adam. All right, go ahead, Joe. Wrap us up.
But yeah, no, I thought so. Unfortunately, it's weird because if you have not seen any of the Terrifier movies and you start them in order, the way that Lexi and I like to watch movies,
Well, to be
would
honest,
start
me and
without-
GR didn't see them in order. I saw Terrifier 1 before
and
this
then you
one.
saw, all right,
Yeah.
but like the All Hallows Eve art is actually a little bit more scarier. But I fucking love that Damien across the board in a bunch of you're too far away. In a bunch of his like all the segments threw in so much horror homage. It's fucking amazing. And he did it in a way it's not ripoff. It's a hey. It's again, Rick, I promise you when you watch this again and you see Art on the side holding the circus sign,
I don't know how I didn't catch that, bro.
you're
I'll
going
be
to
honest.
see
I feel ashamed.
you're-
Dude. Let me get.
you're
Hold on.
going to see the guy holding up the sign.
Where's my horror
where he's
card? I gotta hand
going.
it in, yo.
No, don't. Well, no, we listen. Lexi has a lot of pegs on her horror card, so
Yes.
you're nowhere as bad as Lexi. I will say you're right, actually, Rick. All jokes aside, you should have picked up Creep Show on that
I
one.
should have picked it up. That's what I'm saying. Creeps, bro. Come
You
on,
should have
man.
picked up.
Like,
You,
Creep
oh
Show's
my
my-
god, you're
bro,
holding the
you
cup.
know I'm a George Romero guy.
Dude.
Hold
The
on one
whole-
second. Hold on. Let me just get this up. And I love me some horror, baby. Yeah, horror fee for life.
Horror's
my
the
boy.
best.
Hell yeah.
But dude, when she's driving on the road, that is literally Mrs. Lansing's episode or segment in Creep Show 2. It
George's killing me, bro. Come on, wrap this up, man. Come on.
Right.
I can't take it no more.
All right, guys. So thank you for joining us.
Hold on, did you rate it, Joe? Joe, you didn't rate it.
Oh, I didn't rate it. I gave
No,
it
you
a 4.
didn't. You didn't. You
Yeah,
didn't give
4.
it 4.
Yes,
All right.
yeah, I did say thank you. I did give it a 4. But thank you for joining us.
Thank you, brother. We look
Thank you
awesome,
for
bro.
Artemis.
Thank you.
Last
But
minute
thank you for-
costume, right?
I like your costume.
Thank you,
It
bro.
was something it reminded me of is from a movie. I'll let you know later.
Hmm.
But thank you for joining us, guys.
Thank
Happy
you, thank you.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Make sure that you
Halloween.
guys be safe when you're trick or treating. All you adults.
I missed you guys.
Yeah,
No,
I miss you
we
too.
miss you too. Thank you for joining us, Lexi.
Check your
And
check
again,
your
thank
candy
you-
bags too. Check your candy bags. Make sure.
Oh yeah.
This was entertaining. Have a good night. Love you guys. Thank you, Bambina.
Thank
Really
you,
appreciate
Bambina.
it. Come
So-
back. Come back. Appreciate it.
I am not Rick. Don't stay scared. Ta ta for now, motherfuckers.
Bye.